my gosh.
So, yeah.
Madam Talk Show host na tayo ngayon.
Who are we?
Recording in the morning again, not live.
Finally, I missed this, madam.
I missed this too. So for our listeners, hey guys, we are back, but we have a very special guest today. So we're very excited. We'll probably pre-record our proper intro kasi hindi kami marunong mag-interview. Pero I'm so excited. Okay, just to give you guys a background, I guess. I met this person on TikTok, and as you know, TikTok has changed our lives in so many ways.
Yeah.
And I guess this is one of the people na I first met on the app kasi as a self-development creator. You know, it's a very small circle, and I think I would say this guy is the template for aspiring self-help creators kasi ang layo ng reach. Oo, talaga. So, you probably know who we're talking about kasi napasa niyo yung title. But anyway, so we'd like to welcome Mr. Alec Cuenca.
Alec Cuenca.
Yay! I am
Welcome.
happy. Thank you so much. It feels surreal hearing those words and those introduction. Parang kahit yun naman talaga yung ginagawa ko pag
Nakalimutan ni Sari.
Pero pag naririnig ko yung introduction and the way you say it, I mean, it's really heartwarming and nakakataba ng puso. And I am really grateful. Alam ko hindi kayo nagtatanggap or nag-i-invite masyado ng guest dito. I think I'm the first one and I'm so really honored. So thank you so much and I'm excited.
Hindi naman sa hindi kami tumatanggap. Hindi lang kami marunong.
Hindi namin alam paano. So, kailangan mo kaming turuan then after.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
Madam Talk Show host na tayo ngayon.
Who are we? Yay! Pwede na tayo magtanong.
Di na kami ang sasagot. Ikaw naman ang papahirapan
Yes.
namin, Alec. I love this so much. Okay, so, syempre, we wanna get to know you. So, I guess first things first, if you are to introduce yourself to a new audience, since ngayon, we are talking to our Camp Confidence listeners, how would you introduce yourself? So tell us about yourself and maybe introduce who Alec Cuenca is.
Okay. So to all of the listeners of Camp Confidence, hi, my name is Alec Cuenca. I like to talk. I like to speak. I am a content creator for the past 2 years, and I've been hosting one of the top self-improvement podcast here in the Philippines. It's Small Talk Podcast. I'm up there together with Camp Confidence Radio, so I'm just happy right now. And so, a year ago before the pandemic started, I was still studying. I entered Mapua as a computer engineering student, but I didn't really like it. So I shifted after 4 years in Mapua, I shifted to manufacturing engineering. But even so, while I was finishing my degree, kasi sabi ni mama ko, okay, you need to finish this, you need to finish that. Like the traditional setup. So while I was finishing it, I started my own passion project. Instead of me finishing my assignments, I went to the library and spent my free time studying about business, management, the leadership books, kung ano pwede ko makita sa library. So doon nagsimula lahat ng self-improvement journey ko, self-improvement junkie ko. And then I also started creating a podcast. 2 years ago, si Joy Spring lang yung nandito Boiling Waters, ganyan. Pero si Joy Spring lang yung parang educational podcast na nag-e-exist dito sa Pilipinas. Sabi ko, nung napakinggan ko siya, sabi ko, parang ang ganda nito. Parang that's the first time I heard about podcasting as well. And then I was reading a book, Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Tapos,
I like that too.
yeah, amazing book. Really amazing book. Sabi niya lang, the future is audio. And I was like, what? What's that? What does that mean? So parang sabi niya na, it's free real estate. You gotta get on it. So I tried researching, on how I could get my name on Spotify. It was first like a selfish, intention. Sabi ko, I want to be famous someday. I want to have my name there on Spotify. And turns out it's easier than I expected. And then, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed podcasting. In fact, I was doing YouTube on the side before podcasting. And then, the views were increasing, the followers were increasing, but I didn't really like it. I felt like there was something missing. And so I tried podcasting, and even though the listeners were like really, really low, like 5 people would listen, sometimes 8 people would listen, and I was so happy. I was really, really happy. I felt more fulfilled, compared to like the 1,000 views on YouTube. Like if 10 people listen to my podcast, that's really fantastic. That's a win for me. So it all actually changed when someone messaged me, and he said, this was back in nung 10 listeners pa lang yung podcast every episode per month. Sabi niya, nag-message na siya out of nowhere. Sabi niya, "You don't know me, I don't know you, but you saved me tonight."
Oh my God.
And when I received that message, I said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I kept on doing podcasting. And then the pandemic happened. I said, I need to practice my speaking skills. I need to have a training ground on how I could speak and communicate better. So I said, oh, look at this app. It's TikTok. Everybody, dances and lip sync and and just shows off their sexy bodies. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna bat an eye on me. So I said, okay, I'm gonna use this app every single day for 2 months. I will upload a 1-minute video where I will speak my thoughts 1 minute straight. Walang stutter, walang utal. I need to communicate my thoughts properly. So I did that for 2 months. And then after 2 months, one of my videos actually became viral. It was about love and relationships. And then it just, continued. I just kept on rolling with the momentum. And now here we are. Here in Camp Confidence Radio.
Wow, grabe. Hey, thanks again so much. And now look at you, grabe. Na parang, ang inspiring nun, no, na parang you just wanted to practice your speaking skills for TikTok. And every day for 2 months. Na parang without knowing, na parang okay lang, pang-practice ko lang naman to. And then you blew up. Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Yun siguro hindi rin natin. Like, a lot of people are asking you, like, what makes your content so... what's your secret in content creation? Like, some people ask me that. Well, I tell them, like, the more personal it gets, the more universal it becomes.
Mas relatable na, no?
Yes, the more personal it gets, the more universal it becomes. It's like we are all connected in this journey called life. And so if we become our most authentic self, people can relate to that. So, kaya sinasabi nila, just be yourself. That's it. You gotta be yourself, pero your truest self. Like, no BS yourself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Taking notes.
Yeah. Love it. I love that. I need to practice more on TikTok, by the way.
You gotta be on
Try ko rin
TikTok.
gawin yung everyday for 2 months, madam. I need to do that.
Hindi na lang
Taking
ako
notes.
nagsasabi sa'yo. Ito na si Alec Cuenca
Ito
na.
na po.
Rizza.
Okay po, mga madam. So yeah, that's Alec now. But can you walk us through Alec pre-TikTok? What's your day in a life, kumbaga, ng Alec pre-TikTok, pre-podcasting?
Okay. Okay, sige. Well, pre-TikTok, I was literally a nobody because backstory at the age of 13 years old, I fell in love.
Ito na
all
to.
did, I
Hinihintay
think.
ko tong kwento na to.
Okay, so at age 13,
Okay.
I fell in love. And then we were together for 11 years. So,
Oh, may gulay.
yeah, my first girlfriend, my first everything. And then, magkasama kami nung high school. Nag-Manila siya nung college. Sabi ko, sige, magmamanila rin ako ng college. Di ako nakapasa ng UST. Sabi ko, sige, hanap ako ibang course para lang makapag-Manila. And then, kahit nung time na nag-aaral ako sa Mapua, every uwian, diretso agad sa UST para lumande, para magbebe tayo. Ganyan. So, ginawa kong
Iba.
ginawa akong mundo yung tao lang. So, every day, ang routine ko is to just be there with her, support her. Like, she's a dreamer, she's an achiever. So, I want to be there for her to always, to show my support. So, ganun lang yung routine ko palagi. In fact, wala akong kaibigan for the first
Iba.
4 years ng Mapua. So, I was this, and then, yung pagpasok pa ng Mapua, first term, I was actually rewarded by Mapua with 2 failing grades. Basic algebra and basic trigonometry. The most fundamental subjects in Mapua, in engineering, I failed them. And that was the moment where all these insecurities, all these doubts, came into my life. Mula nun, I became very insecure. I became very weak. I didn't have any confidence sa katawan ko. And ang pinakalakas na loob ko na lang kumukuha is my girlfriend ako. I must be doing something right. May girlfriend ako eh. Baka kahit doon na lang tama ako. But, when we were together for 7 years and then we had our first breakup, that's when it really dawned on me that I was a nobody. Talagang wala ka talagang silbi. Wala kang pera, wala kang trabaho. After 4 years, nakita mo mag-graduate na yung mga kabatch mo. Ikaw, second year standing, third year standing ka pa rin sa Mapua. Wala ka talagang ambag. Yun talaga yung feeling ko eh. And then, it also came to a point that I was really depressed. And then, parang dumating pa sa point na parang sabi ko, sige, wala na talagang pupuntahan to. Ayan, sabi ko, ayoko na, wala na talagang pupuntahan to, tapusin na natin to. So I wanted to end my life. I planned on, taking my own life. And then, during the plan, I actually wrote na goodbye letters. Kasi sabi ko, like, wala na talaga. So goodbye letters, turned off my phone, and then I went to another town. And then, actually, yung pinuntahan kong lugar, parang kailangan pa ng 2 trips pala. Hindi ko alam na akala ko isang trip lang. 2 trip pala. So, hindi na ako umabot kasi madaling araw ako bumiyahe doon sa pangalawang trip. Sabi ko, sige, pa-umaga ko na lang. I'll try to go there tomorrow. And then, nung gabi, for me, it was like black and white. Like, that's the only option. Wala ka nang babalikan. And then sabi ko, sige, itulog ko muna. Then pagising ko nung umaga, it was kind of different because parang nung umaga, I could see colors. Like, it's different. You could see trees, you could see the sun, you could see other people. And then I still rode the bus going to, my original plan. And then, sabi ko, if I am going to end my life today, why not give it just one more chance? Like, try to appreciate, like, the last day that I have. And so I did. I opened my phone, and then all the messages, like, came in. I was really overwhelmed with how many people were looking for me. And, even, like, wala pang 1 minute, biglang nag-ring na yung phone ko, si mama tumatawag na. And then, when I picked up the phone, I answered, and my mom said, she only said, "Nak, uwi ka na." Yun lang yung sinabi niya. And when I heard her voice, I broke down. Like, on the bus, I snapped out of it. Like, what am I doing? This is so wrong. This is stupid. What am I doing? And I kept on crying on the bus. And so, when I went back home, I hit a total reset. Sabi ko, Ma, I'm not happy with my program. I'm going to shift to manufacturing engineering. And then I said to myself, I'm not sure when life is going to hit me like, that hard again. But I need to make sure that I have the tools so that when life punches me in the face again, I know how to handle it. And that's why I wanted to be better. I wanted to learn about the different self-improvement tips, hacks, like how to control your mind, different psychology tricks. I wanted to learn all of that so that the next time that comes, I know how to control my emotions and my mind. So that's what I did. And so comparing myself from that Alec to this Alec, it's a totally different person. he wouldn't know that he's worth it. He wouldn't know that he's enough. He wouldn't know that he is capable. Like I actually just want to share this. Sorry, sobrang daldal. I just want to share this.
Go!
Go
Oh
lang,
my
we love it.
God.
We love it.
Iiyak na ako dito, Alec.
Oo nga. Pinipigilan ko lang dun yung luha ko.
So, parang 2 days ago, I went to the mall and I went to this store. Tapos, I went to buy a suit. And hindi ko tinignan yung presyo. Parang dire-diretso lang ako. Sabi ko, anong pinaka gusto ko dito? So, tinignan ko. Tapos, pinili ko siya. Tapos, buti na lang naka-sale. Pero, nung nakita ko siya, tapos pinili ko siya. Tapos, lumabas ako. Tapos, parang, sinukat ko siya. And I had this flashback on my mind that the Alec who wanted to do that would be so proud if he would see how far he would come. And that's it. That I'm glad I didn't do it. I know, it's crazy. It's just a quote. It's me. Nasa mall ako nun, pero that was the thought that I had in mind. And so I could really say that I'm happy with my growth and I am proud of, how much I've been able to achieve. Kahit dito pa lang, kahit nagsisimula pa lang tayo.
We are so proud
We're
of you.
so proud of you. Grabe. Alec, I've been watching you for a while on TikTok and we see all of your advice, ganyan. But the thing is, people don't really know where those come from.
Yeah.
I think the
True.
reputation of self-help creators kasi is, we're feeding woo-woo, mga advice, generic, whatever. But like hearing your story, and by the way, thank you so much for sharing that with us. We're
Thank
so
you.
honored. And, it's not because we want to preach. I don't think hearing your story now, it's very evident na it's not because you want to preach to people, but it came from your personal need to know for yourself
Totoo.
how to deal with life. And I think that's the beauty of self-development and self-help. It's out of necessity. It's out of personal necessity. And I think we're so lucky. Your audience is very, very lucky that we get to learn from your lessons, from your experiences. Even though you don't explicitly say na, it came from this moment in my life. The way that you translate, everything you've learned into bite-sized content so other people can benefit from it. It's beautiful. And I'm sure, grabe, if he could see you now, past Alec could really see you now.
Grabe.
Layo. Ang layo. Sobrang nakaka-relate ako dun sa part
Thank you.
na when you said na you need to be ready. When you said you need to be ready, when you said na kailangan if it happens again, kailangan you have all the tools. Kasi that's also what I thought na we can't really control the roller coaster of life. Things are going to get bad eventually as hindi siya maiiwasan. But the best thing we can do for ourselves is be prepared for it and to actually try to equip ourselves with the knowledge para hindi tayo mawawala when that happens. Ay. Grabe. Yun pala ang story
the chills,
ng isang
yeah.
Alec Cuenca. Yun naman pala.
True.
So, ayan, Alec, now that you made kwento about your background
Eto na.
story.
Mhm.
Kasi, syempre, ang dami mo na natutunan, di ba? And you're a completely different person now. So, what we want to know next is, what is the process like for you today? Now that are you a full-time creator? Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh, ang saya sabihin.
Saya.
A full-time creator.
Minsan, parang I went to the bank. Parang tinanong sa akin, sir, what's your job? Yeah, I post videos on TikTok. That's so weird.
TikTokerista.
Same
So funny
though,
an
same.
occupation, but yeah, that's what I do. Oh yeah, so okay. your
I am a
question.
full-time content
Ano ako dun sa
creator.
ano eh.
Bongga.
So now,
Sa
ito
content
na.
creator.
Ito
Okay,
na yung
wait lang.
trabaho mo ngayon. Full-time content creator ka na. So what's the process like now for you? As in, your everyday?
Yeah, I mean, the process is really exciting. I am waking up every single day getting more excited about the process because in becoming a content creator in this space, in the self-help or in the self-improvement space, you get to learn a lot of things and unlearn a lot of things. Like every single day, some people, naalala ko, nagsimula pa lang ako sabi, read a book, you gotta add in this to your morning routine, ganyan. Pero ako ngayon, hindi na ako nakakontento na isang libro lang. Kailangan 2 or 3 libro. Kasi sabi ko, sobrang dami kong kailangan malaman. So the process becomes really exciting because you get to see the world, the vast information available out there. And there's just so many things to learn, and all of these can be used for your personal development. And what I did before is I really focus on my habits. Like the habits are like the main difference. Yung pinakamalaking nakatulong sa kung sino ako noon sa pagbabago papunta sa sino ako ngayon. Kasi madali lang naman isipin eh. Madali lang mag-isip na, okay, you'll be better, you'll invest in yourself, you'll invest in self-improvement, self-help. Pero the actions and the very small actions that we do, that's what makes the difference in life. And so I really focused on the small habits. And I'm not a siguro sa medyo madamdaming kong kwento kanina, feeling ng mga tao, ay grabe, sobrang perfect naman. Hindi. Well, sobrang dami ko pa rin, I'm still a work in progress. And, alam mo yun, but even
we
so,
all
even
are.
Diba? Parang we are all a work in progress. And, like, that's like the great things. Una is, you get to see that you're still a work in progress and therefore you still have a long way to go. But at the same time, you have seen how far you've come and therefore you can be a help to other people. Lalo na sa mga taong nagsisimula. Lalo na sa mga taong, like a lot of people are having a problem with imposter syndrome. When they ask me for advice, I tell them na you're not preaching or you're not trying to help or coach or teach people who are better than you. You're trying to teach people. For example, you are now at level 25. 25 years old ka na, level 25. You are trying to teach people who are from level 18 who wants to be to level 25. You're not trying to preach to people. You're not trying to reach people who are level 26 and above. But if you imagine, if you really look at it, there are so many people out there that needs your help, that needs your guidance, needs your insights about your experiences. So go share your message. Go share your truth. And for me, that's been my philosophy so far. Like, wala parang kahit sino, like even the people na kakalapit lang sa akin na you can give value to this world. You just gotta find your audience. And so that's why the process is really exciting for me. Like I know that based on the messages that I've been receiving, that I've been able to help them with their lives, but I feel like there's still so many things to learn, and at the same time there's still so many people to help.
Oh, I'm mind blown. Oh my gosh, grabe. That is so reassuring.
Issue namin yan, Rizza.
Sobrang issue namin to. Yung imposter syndrome talaga. Kasi parang, who is she? We always ask ourselves, who am I? Who is she? Na parang, who am I to talk about this one? Tapos parang with that thinking, with that concept, with that idea, parang, oo nga, no, I'm not preaching to people na mas magaling sa akin. So, hindi ako...
It's not for them.
It's not for them.
Yeah. It's for the people who
need it.
Oh my God. I'm speechless because I'm so mind-blown.
Me too. As in...
Na parang, oo nga, no. Why do I keep on thinking about this?
Grabe. I think, madam, kasi we're stuck also. Tayong dalawa lagi magkausap. So, pare-pares na tayong iniisip. So, ito yung value ng bringing in another person.
Yes.
To give us a new perspective.
I love that. Oh, thank you so much for that, Alec. I will take note of that. I'll put that on my journal.
Exactly. I was gonna say, isang matinding journaling session to after.
Totoo, na I'm good. I am a work in progress. I shouldn't be thinking this way. Ayan. Ngayon, bilang pinag-uusapan na natin ang work in progress, etc. Ano sa tingin mo, Alec, yung mga pwede mong ma-advise? self-help advice, I guess, that you'd tell your younger self, the younger Alec.
Okay.
Ano yung advice mo sa kanya?
I think the most fundamental approach in becoming better is self-awareness. And also being aware of your strengths first and foremost. Kasi dun mo makita yung bagay na you can be good at. Like, a lot of people focus on their weaknesses. Like, they need to, like, parang, ay, hindi ako magaling dito. Like, let's work on that. Parang ganyan. I have a counter, a counter approach to that. Parang, don't spend your time doing things that you don't like or you're not good at. You know you're good at something. Because, alam mo yan eh, high school, elementary, growing up, you have these hunches on where your heart is happy when you're doing it, and at the same time you're providing exceptional results. You know that there is something that you're good at. So if you find that something, stop listening to what other people are saying or what the society tells you to go and pursue. Like, if you find something, focus on that. And I'm telling you, like, 5 years down the road, you'll be way better than most of the people if you just focus on the thing that you're good at. So self-awareness for me is key. And another thing is being aware also that the chances of you living in this world is so small. I think like the number is like 1 to 400 quadrillion. That's the statistic of you being alive in this world. So stop thinking na parang it's hindi worth it mabuhay or something, because the fact that you are breathing right now, it's a miracle. It's magic. The chances, it's basically zero. So the fact that you are alive, you need to be aware that you are blessed. You should be grateful, and you're just lucky. You're so freaking lucky. And and how I look at it is, I always ground it with my faith. Like, if God didn't want to kill me today, that means I have a purpose. If God wants me to rise up, to wake up again this day, that means I have a mission. And it would be insulting, it would be offending if I wouldn't use my skills and talent. So first and foremost, I need to be aware, what are those skills and talents that I have? But it's grounded on the fact that I am lucky to be alive today. So that's what I would tell my own self.
Tinatry ko lang talagang hindi umiyak dito
Isang
Hindi ako aware na. Yeah.
Sige, mamaya sa podcast, ikaw, dun kayo iyak. Joke lang.
Ay nako, kasi I like na you also, it's grounded on your faith, but more than that, it's also being able to objectively look at what you have as in talent, skills, ganyan. Those things are identifiable if you are honest enough with yourself. So I love that you mentioned that, kasi I think people fail to see that sometimes. Self-awareness, it is not just about looking at what you're not good at, but self-awareness is also including the things na mapoprovide mo, And I'm sure everyone has that.
Yeah, I just want to add, Ayin, you changed my perspective about that as well in our interview. When you said that our flaws are not really our flaws, they're features. I was like, whoa.
Galing nun. True.
Whoa, wait. So if we accept that, there's nothing to be sad about. Like, every single part of you, it's a part of you. And there's no bad thing or good thing. It's a part of you. And if it's a part of you, it matters. Mm-hmm. And that's just really mind-blowing. So thank you for sharing that with me on the other day.
Galing nun.
Oh guys, so alam nyo na, puntahan nyo yung podcast namin ni Alex. Small Talk.
Yes.
What's the full name of your podcast on Spotify?
Yeah, Small Talk with Alec Cuenca.
Small Talk.
Yan, Small Talk with Alec Cuenca. Ay guys, ang
Love
saya talaga
it.
ng conversations. Ay nako. Anyway, ano yun? Nakalimutan ko may sasabihin ako about what you just said. Okay, babalikan ko kasi nawala yung train of thought ko.
Ako, ang isa sa takeaways ko kanina is that when you wake up every day in the morning na you are alive and you are breathing, na it means you have a mission. Na parang you have to be grateful every single day that you are breathing, you are alive, and what you do with your life. Alam mo yun, parang ano yung mission mo sa buhay. Madalas mahirap yun sagutin, pero we just live day by day and being self-aware kung ano ba yung mga strengths, ano ba yung mga pwede nating ipamahagi. Wow, ipamahagi.
Yes!
Ipamahagi sa mga tao. Paano ba tayo makakatulong? Ganyan.
Rizza pero Tagalog. Ayun.
Rizza pero Tagalog.
Yeah, pero alam mo yun, parang yun nga yun eh. Like, siguro a lot of people get frustrated as well because they think that finding their purpose is like the ultimate goal. No, you could actually be happy and fulfilled while you are finding your purpose, like on the pursuit of finding your purpose, because it's a part of it. It's a part of that journey, and the journey is more important than the destination. So yeah, like wake up and be excited. Okay, I get to try to find my mission for today, and if I don't get it, okay, maybe tomorrow I'll get it. Gotta be excited for that. That's life. Yeah.
Exactly. Ang ganda. I love that you said that. Kasi your purpose does not have to be, we always say this also on the podcast, na it doesn't have to be one big thing na you're gonna change the world na. Ang grabing pressure yun, no? If you're gonna think about that way. We don't have to, carry the world on our shoulders. We can enjoy and we can wake up every day just finding the beauty in, in the little things, in the maybe your purpose today is just showing up and magpakita ka sa nanay mo. Like magpakita ka sa nanay mo, you made her day and maybe that's your purpose. Ano naman kung hindi siya world-changing, diba? Like, even if it's not world-changing, it's somebody. It's one thing. And even if all you do today is to be there for yourself, that is still purpose. Purpose is what you make it.
Ang ganda nun, ng parang akala natin yung purpose natin, it's this major purpose. But maybe, in line with our major purpose, we can find minor purposes that we could achieve or we could be for the day. And those can be like the simplest things, as Ayin said. Like, if you make your mama happy, like, wow, that's so good. And maybe that's your minor purpose. If you guested on Camp Confidence, maybe that's my minor purpose for today. So, it's about the small things that lead me to my major purpose in the pursuit of trying to find my major purpose.
Exactly. Ang ganda na punto mo.
Wala akong mic drop dito.
Wala, ayoko na hindi na ako mag-mic drop. Ano na lang, parang gently putting back the microphone on the stand. Ganun na lang.
Gently.
Okay, eto Alec. Our next question naman for you is, this is an exercise kasi that Rizza and I do all the time. I don't know, I'm sure you're a big manifestation guy. Are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay!
You're welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
Yay!
So kasi kami dito, we do this thing na ano yun, madam? What do we call that? Nakalimutan ko yung tawag natin doon.
Manifestos or manifestos for ourselves.
We write our manifesto na parang, for example, yung kay Rizza, 10 years from now, at when she's 40 years old, she's gonna wake up, tapos de-describe niya yung perfect day niya, anong ginagawa niya, kamusta yung company niya, ganyan. Ako naman, yung sa manifesto ko is, ang nangyayari sa akin, I'll wake up dun sa condo ko, na across my climbing gym, ganyan. Tapos, I'll have like a media team, I'll have my clothing brand, tapos, na ako, like, I'm always traveling, ganyan. Anyway, meron kaming episode to get into the specifics, pero, I guess what I wanna know is, for you, Alec, when you think about your ideal self, your best self, somebody, yung version ng Alec na nagawa mo na yung lahat ng gusto mo, what is that day like for you? Sino ka dun sa best self version mo?
Oh,
Medyo challenging
wow.
yan. So it can
Okay.
take like a
Okay.
while.
Who is
Yeah.
he?
Pero medyo
We can
dreamer
pause
din
if
kasi
you
ako
want.
eh. So, sa
Alam ko may
akin,
sagot yan dyan.
We love that. Oo.
so, sa akin, what I see, I would be like doing or my manifesto. Paano ba to? Like, immediate or parang gaano katagal?
Parang
Ano
long
yung
term.
frame natin?
Oo.
Long
You're,
term.
you're telling us na oo. Na-achieve mo na yung goals mo. Like ako, for example, 10 years from now, I will be waking up with a perfect bed na parang hotel-like bed. And then, I wake up, I prepare lunch, I prepare breakfast for my family because my personal private chef is on vacation. Mga ganon.
Okay, okay. So, ah. Oo nga, no? Mapapaisip
So,
ka.
parang present tense siya. Present
Ah,
tense.
present
Pero
tense.
10 years from now, ganon.
So, I am waking up to... Um, I'm waking up at 5 a.m.
Goals.
having this slow morning and just being alone with my thoughts, and then I would look at, syempre hopefully meron na akong bebe na. So I would look at
Claim
my
it!
wife.
It's 10 years from
You know,
now.
I'm looking at my wife, and I would be very grateful that she's in my life, and at the same time I'm peace with myself. And before I work, I give my consultations to different companies. Before I train my leaders, I am being grateful first and foremost for the things that I have and I have experienced and I have gone through for the past 10 years.
Ang ganda.
That is so amazing.
And you see it vividly, no? And ako rin, like when
Yeah.
you say that, I don't doubt na you can make that happen. Like it's very probable with like how yung progression mo ngayon. Alam mo yun, it's, the thing is, with manifestation, while you do recite kung ano man yung gusto mong mangyari, ganyan, if you're also doing the work and if you are showing up every day as the person who can make that happen,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
and-
impossible.
Yes.
And for me, that's something that I envisioned like when I'm 50 years old or 40 years old. Pero yung 10 years, parang okay, if I'm going to be realistic, 10 years is 35 years old. So medyo I still wanna grind my ass off, pero parang that's parang nagkaroon bigla ako ng glimpse na okay, no, you can be working towards your major purpose or your major goal, but at the same time you can manifest that. Like that's really probable. So thank you for that exercise. That's really good. I really enjoyed it.
I love it. I also like when you said na you are at peace with what you're doing. Kasi parang ultimately, diba? Parang kahit kayod tayo ng kayod, as long as we are at peace with what we're currently doing, ang sarap sa feeling. Ang sarap. It's very inspiring every single day to wake up na parang, wow, oh my gosh, I love what I'm doing. I'm at peace what I'm doing.
Yeah, and
I am truly happy with what I'm doing right now. Ganun,
yeah.
diba?
And like a lot of people don't really like to hear this, but for me, right now I'm at my best shape in terms of my mental health, and I still have a lot of goals. I still have a lot of dreams, but I always ask myself before I go to sleep, like if I die in my sleep tonight, would I be proud of myself? And I could say that for the past weeks and the past months, probably after nung talagang iniwalayin ko na yung ex ko, I would say that no, I could. I am so proud of myself right now for how far I've come. Ngayon pa lang. And so, like that's like my main grounding practice every single night. You have a lot of dreams. You have a lot of goals. But did you do your best today in the best with your best intentions? Are you genuine with your actions today? Can you sleep knowing that you didn't hurt anybody? Can you sleep with a light heart? And if my answer is yes, then I'll keep on repeating that the next day. I wake up and I'll do again what I did yesterday. And so that's been my main routine for the past weeks now.
Ang galing.
Madam,
Gusto ko rin gawin yun.
Ako
Gagawin
din.
ko na rin yun.
Para makabalik tayo sa present. Ang ganda.
Oh,
I mean,
I love that.
I feel like we unconsciously do that, but to actually ask yourself every night and to be able to look back at your day like that.
It also
Okay, I'm
gives
gonna
you
do
like,
that.
if not, kung ang answer mo is hindi, adi, what can I do better tomorrow? So that my answer would be yes. So that I would be able to sleep with without a heavy heart. So it's kind of debriefing sa gabi. It also helps with your self-improvement process.
Bet!
Whew. Yes. Kasi tayo madalas, di ba, at night, parang we tell ourselves na we prepare ourselves for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tayo, laging goals. What's our most important task tomorrow? But we don't reflect. We rarely reflect kung what if mamatay ako today. Am I proud of myself? Ganon. So, sige.
Noted.
I will include that in my routine, Mr. Alec Cuenca.
Ganda.
I love that. So now, bilang nasa self-help na tayo and stuff, tips, ganyan. Sino yung mga content creators na fina-follow ni Alec Cuenca? What books can you recommend to
Okay.
us na favorite mo, ganyan?
Okay. So, content creators abroad, international, I follow Jay Shetty. I follow Rob Dial. I follow Gary Vaynerchuk. And Mark Manson. Mark Manson is one of my
Mark
favorite
Manson,
authors.
yeah. Ako din.
Si Mark Manson, di ba yung yung The Subtle Art?
Yeah. Yes. So I read his newsletters every single week. I also and when it comes to books then, I also subscribe to newsletters ni any book from Mark Manson, from si Atomic Habits, si
Yes! James Clear! James Clear!
That's my jam.
James Clear, yung 1, 2, 3 niya newsletter every single week. Sobrang ganda. And,
Yeah.
Like, and, sobrang ng mga tao. Like, kung kunyari mahilig kayo magbasa ng libro, kuha kayo ng mga newsletter, libre lang, pero yung small size bite size na mga information.
Bite-sized, yeah.
Sobrang helpful. Sobrang helpful. Mabilis ang basa, pero sobrang dami niyo makukuha. And, like, sa abroad yon. Dito sa local, I can only vouch for the 3 people that I watch on TikTok kasi yun lang yung platform ko na pinapanood. So si MJ Lopez is one of my good friends.
MJ Lopez.
Businessman, networker, pero at the same time, I met him personally, pero hindi lang siya all about like the money. Like, he has a very high frequency. Diba? And I love talking about energies. I love talking about wavelengths and all that
Yes.
stuff. I love that stuff.
Frequencies.
Yeah, frequencies and manifestation. I love that stuff. So when people connect to that, like, okay, you're my
jam.
You're my person. Like, we're in the same tribe. So all of the people there, but MJ is like really the person that I was really surprised because, like, wow, like you're so accomplished right now. But every single time na parang every time binabalik-balikan niya pa rin ako na, no, the reason why I started TikTok is because I saw you. I saw you on TikTok.
Aww.
And now I have 700,000 followers because I saw your video. So every single time, like, pag na-watch ako ng live niya na, okay, eto na guys, andito yung reason kung bakit ako nag-start ng TikTok, kung bakit ako ganyan. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know. Like, I just posted a video. And so, ganyan. And at the same time, it's just, it amazes me how amazing the world works. Like, di mo alam kung sino yung pwede mong ma-impact, sino yung pwede mong ma-connect na tao. And right now, siguro medyo, like, I also practice this. Siyempre, andito na tayo sa world ng self-help, self-improvement. And medyo maliit lang naman yung circle natin. Pero kahit maliit lang yung circle natin, meron pa rin mga tao na hindi talaga very genuine with what they're doing. I mean, paano ba? Basta hindi ko ka-vibe. Parang, ang pangit, ang yabang pakinggan. Pero paano ba? Basta hindi siya...
Truth only.
Yeah, para ako, I really practice like only quality people, like OQP. So if you're not aligned with how I look at the world. Like, I respect you, but I'm not gonna spend time with you. So that's been my goal for the past days. And yeah, but MJ Lopez is like the people I really chat. um Laika, Coach Laika, is
Laika.
also
I
amazing.
wanna
love
meet
Coach
her.
Laika.
I wanna
love
meet her soon.
Coach
I
Laika, like,
watch her videos.
she's more than just the grammar, and like, she's a very authentic and genuine person.
Yes.
And I love her
Super.
so much. And parang she also sends me like random messages, like random words of piece
Ang
of
sweet.
advice. Like, parang nung one time nag-send lang siya random message sa akin na parang, hey, just continue what you're doing. You're on the right track, but always remember that you can't save everyone. Sometimes you can't even save yourself. And I was like, whoa. Okay.
Thank you,
okay.
Coach.
Thank you, Coach Laika. I appreciate it. And of course, Ayin,
Syempre, di ba?
Syempre, si Ayin, parang pag kailangan ko lang ng energy for the day, ng confidence
Yes.
for the day, to put me on that high energy for the day, I go to Ayin's account. So guys, follow that. And
Yes.
yeah.
I'm actually
Pero
taking
mabilisan,
notes.
for the books, like subtle. Okay, for the books, subtle art, stoicism, try to
Subtle
read
art.
obstacle is the way, or stillness is the key. The
Stillness
Daily
is the
Stoic
key.
really helps. Atomic Habits, a very good book. And also read business book like Shoe Dog or Entrepreneurship or The Alchemist as well. Like, just expand your horizon and allow yourself to dream. Like, any book that allows yourself to see yourself 5 years from now in a better position, like, read all of that stuff.
I love it.
I
Pare-parehas
love
talaga tayo
it.
ng mga
Oo
no?
nga. Same.
Same
Grabe.
wavelength.
Same wavelength,
Same.
same books we read.
Now it makes sense why we all get along.
True.
Pero totoo kasi, I mean, hindi lang naman ang point ng self-help books and reading. The point is not just to, gather as many tips as you can. It's really to push yourself, to evaluate yourself, to be more aware, to, zoom out of your own perspective and see, okay, is there another way I can look at this? So yun. Thank you so much, Alec, for sharing with us your recommendations. And I'm sure they're taking down notes. Tsaka tag niyo na rin
Like
kami.
I did.
Yeah. Oo. We're all taking notes here.
Uh-oh.
Ayan. So now that we're nearing the end of our chikahan,
Ang
I want to know,
bilis.
syempre, we're here kasi we're PNA siblings.
Siblings, yes.
So we want to know about your podcast and about Alec Cuenca. What is next for you? What can people expect? For those na ngayon ka palang mapapanood at yung mga long-time fans mo na, what can they expect from you in the future? What are you working on?
Okay. So, yeah, first of all, thank you for, plugging the podcast here. I talk about motivation, inspiration, relationship, anything about self-improvement on my podcast. So go check it out if you like anything that I said here. And for me, I am going deeper into self-improvement, like personal development. I actually have a group coaching sessions that I do every single week. It's a whole year round, and it's an exclusive group where I do live trainings every single week. And the reason why I do that is, even though it's on Zoom, I want to prepare myself so when the pandemic is over, I want to meet people. I want to train people. I want to connect with companies and help people, become better in terms of their personal development. And I'm just preparing myself for the future. But yeah, if you want to hang out with me every single week and be a part of my coaching program, just send me a message on Instagram at Alec Cuenca. And yeah, like also like the TikToks and the Facebook. Oh, also Manifest. Ayin, I also watched this from your video on YouTube. But I am writing a book right now. So hopefully by December I'll finish that. So
Ay!
yeah, this is like the first time that I announced it. So yeah. So medyo
Oh my
nabuo ko
gosh,
na
what a
yung
privilege.
chapter 1. So sabi ko, sige, pwede
Thank
ko na
you.
i- i- i-manifest ko na to. Sabi.
I-claim
Pero
mo na
yeah,
yan.
Oh my
claiming
gosh,
it
congrats.
on the way.
Congrats.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Thank you so much. I feel so happy
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
It's
Ako rin.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations! Ang saya.
Thank
We're
you,
so
thank
excited for you. Alam mo yun, we are super duper excited for you, manifesting that with you, Alec. Pero before we go, I would like, ano bang message mo? Can we have a message to aspiring content creators?
And
Kung
writers na rin.
Yeah,
Wow.
and writers na rin. Yeah.
Okay. For aspiring content creators, I have two things that I want to remind you. First is that you are enough. Like, you have all the tools that you need for you to defeat all the challenges that will come from the future. Like, where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. Because of the experiences that you've had before, you've learned a lot of lessons. And so when every single time that life comes at you and you won't know what you're doing, trust yourself. You know. And kung hindi talaga, then ask others for advice, because deep inside you know how to handle these situations. Minsan nakakalimutan lang natin. But if we understand the concept that we are enough, the truth, the reality that we are enough, we would do anything. And so in understanding that, also remember that your message matters. You won't know who will be helped. Baka merong isang tao na ayaw na palang tumuloy sa buhay, pero narinig yung content mo, narinig, naging masaya, na-entertain, may natutunan, may naramdaman na emosyon nung nakita yung content mo. And he or she kept going. You'll never know. So please understand, your truth matters, your message matters, you matter. And you need to put it out there because you'll never know. Also, second is growth happens when you start doing the things that you're uncomfortable doing. If it scares you, it's, that fear, it's not there to limit you. It's there for you to realize that you are on the right path. Because the fact that you're scared, the fact that you're scared, that means there's growth on the other side. So if you are scared, don't step away from it. Lean into it.
Yes. Your message
Ay, nako,
matters.
OMG.
You matter.
Kasi naman nag-take down ako notes.
Ako din.
matter.
Nagno-notes ako sobra. Kaya ako nakaganito kasi nagtatype ako ng mga thoughts ko. Matindihang journaling session ito after.
Thank you so much, Alec.
No, thank you.
This is such a breather.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing your story, your message, your
nga.
truth, and of course, introducing us to the wonderful world of small talk. Okay, takeaways tayo, madam. Para
Ang
quickly,
dami.
may pa-takeaway pa rin tayo. Pag-shop.
Oo, syempre dapat
Ano-
ganun.
ano
May
sa'yo?
debriefing. Ako, ang
ano
favorite ko is yung about imposter syndrome, of course. Kasi it's very relatable to me. I can resonate with it so much na I need to take into account na I need to remind myself that I'm not teaching the people na mas mataas sa akin. Na I am teaching the people na mas papunta pa lang kung nasan ako. So I don't need to feel, alam mo yun, inadequate. I don't need to feel. Kasi, it's all about helping other people nga, diba? Na hindi ko naman kailangang i-impress yung mga up there na, diba? Tsaka, I don't need to impress anyone, diba? So, I just need to speak my truth because my message matters. My truth matters. And, ano pa ba? Marami pa. Tapos yung I need to go on TikTok for every day for 2 months.
Gawin mo na yan.
Yes.
I need to carve out time for that. And then number 3 is that ano nga ba yun? Yung asking myself na if I die tonight, will I be proud of myself? Yun yung 3 key takeaways ko today.
Ang ganda. I love that. Actually, I can totally relate and same. Pero yung nilagay ko sa akin, 2 words would be light heart. Because I think that's something that I have completely overlooked because I've been so caught up in, my goals, what I want to do, my purpose, everything. And parang overwhelmed kasi ako sobra. You guys, burnt out na si ate girl. Pero,
Abundance 2021,
Abundance
madam.
2021. Siyempre, kailangan kumita.
Kumayod, oo.
Pero, yun nga, parang thank you so much, Alec, for reminding me na at the end of the day, do I have a light heart? Okay pa ba ako? Like, can I go to
Aksa ba
sleep
tayo?
na magaan ng loob? Na nakakalimutan ko, nga pala, importante yun. More than just achievement, peace of mind, light heart. How can I forget that? I've forgotten that, and today you reminded me na that is something na we still need to look after. Kamusta ang mga puso natin at okay pa ba tayo? So, thank you so much. Grabe talaga. Na-reset kami ni Rizza, feeling ko.
Ang saya. It's such a breather nga. And, okay. I love this. I love this conversation.
Ako rin
Thank
naman,
you.
may takeaway din naman ako.
Ay, okay. Anong takeaway mo, Alex?
Okay, sige. May pa-quiz.
Actually kasi, like I've guested sa a lot of different podcasts, and parang ngayon medyo naiisip ko yung mga pinag-usapan natin for this episode, and this is really freaking valuable kung ano yung mga pinag-usapan natin. Like there's a lot of value there, and it's not just me speaking about these values, it's more of kasi I just allowed myself to flow in a natural state because of the energy that I've seen from you guys. Like dun ko nakuha yung I'm more comfortable, I'm relaxed, and I just let my thoughts flow. So my key takeaway is if you want to be the best version of yourself, surround people who also wants to be the best version of themselves. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sobrang flattered kami.
Thank you,
Please.
Kami lang
First
to.
time First
Small
time
things
namin
lang naman.
mag-interview. Who is she? Thank you so much, Alec, for joining us today and for gracing us with all of your messages, your lessons, and your story, most importantly. I'm so honored na, beyond TikTok and 60-second videos, finally, nalaman kong kwento ng buhay mo and na shinare mo siya dito sa CamCon.
Sobrang inspiring. We're looking forward for your book. We can't wait for that.
Tsaka sa guesting ni Rizza sa'yo.
Yes.
Mamaya. Hindi pa tayo tapos.
We'll record.
Mamaya,
Yeah.
diretso tong kwentuhan
More
natin.
chika, more
More
fun.
Exciting.